Hey everybody, it's Chance here yet again with another episode of Paranormasight. What happened last time was we confronted our little bitch friend, Nakagaki. Let me get his name. Yeah, Namagaki, got it right, and we confronted Namagaki, and was like, hey, we got our first ending as well, where we kill him as Michio. We go through a kind of long sequence where Yoko and Yako and Michio converse. Um, I did recently edit that. I think it's not like the most powerful sequence in the world. I hope more gets done with Michio because like no one helped her and she was being abused very actively, and everything about her situation sucked. Um, and like, Hako's like, take, I'm gonna, I'll take proof of the crime. I technically did it because it was in my body. And Tetsuo was like, I don't have to do that. It's not your fault, girl. And he's right about that. But either way, um, we learned the location of Fumichika from Michio, and then Tetsuo learned that his daughter was involved in the hit and run. So that's gonna be a fun thing to see what happens next. And then we were playing Mayu as she is being kept captive. So I'm very curious of what happens there. It's very exciting. I have no idea what's going to happen. Um, we're trying to get her out. She finally remembered stuff. Obviously, we found a few more mockingbirds. The most important part of this video game. So, yeah. So we're gonna... I don't think we have enough information there. I don't know what I'm missing here, because I clearly didn't get everything from this part, so we'll probably do that again. But to start, I'm gonna go to too much to handle, resume. Alright. Let me get the, because there's a fax machine that she has access to. Forgot to grab my notebook. Okay, Richter, what's my fax machine number? Yes, I know how fax machines work. I use it all the time at work. A fax machine. Okay. Alright, perfect. The number for our home is 63 star dash star 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 star. Ma'am, is everything okay? I'm fine. There's just something I wanted to check. Is that so? Okay, well, I got that. Alright. Oh, wait, I wanted to... maybe if I learn how to press buttons, it would help. Yep, I will be right back. Okay, what was I missing here? Let's continue. I don't know, man. What am I missing? Let's just start from after report, maybe? I'm missing something, bro. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Ariel, I wanted to ask you something. Hey, boss. Jeez, you're an eager beaver. I haven't even said what it was yet. Right, well, what is it then? Can't remember what you had for dinner last night? It looks like that agent over there is having some trouble with his pen. Fucking stupid! So if you got a spare, go lend it to him. As for the record, I have Katsudon last night. No need to worry about me going senile yet. I know I look like a genius, but I didn't think I came across as the type to carry a spare pens on my person? You, a genius? You're dreaming. But if it's his pens just stopped working, he can get it going again by just a bit of nail polish remover. Nail polish remover. Yeah, what you used to remove nail polish? Never used it before? Do I look like I would've? Don't make me sound crazy for not having used this stuff. I doubt you would have either. Oh no, I used it alright. Did you know that it can remove oil-based ink stains? Which is also why it can be used to fix old dried up pen nibs. Whatever's in there that removes the ink also doubles as a way to unclog pens. Huh, good know. Still wouldn't call you a genius, but it's something. You gotta make sure the remover doesn't mix with the ink, though, or it'll ruin it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? Not to worry, I don't have nail polish remover on me right now anyway. Oh, so no problem then. That doesn't fix anything! Long story short, I don't have a spare pen. Geez, alright, I'll let him know. Still doesn't look tired? Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect, and that was everything I needed there, so now... Resume. Alright, girl. Time to find nail polish remover. It's not in there. Nail polish remover. Do you have some nail polish remover? Can be fixed with nail polish remover. Huh? I can fix this with nail polish remover? What the? Why did that pop into my head all of a sudden? Well, might as well give it a try. If this is one of Hihaku's warehouses, there might be some nail polish remover somewhere. What was in these cardboard boxes? Disposed bottles and soap. I wonder if there could be... There is! Nail polish remover. There is no label, but I'm sure that's what this is. Yippee! Oh, wrong button. The number is... It happened again. The number for our fax machine just popped into my head. There's no way all this information is coming from my own brain. Don't worry about it. Could someone be sending me their thoughts? Don't worry about it. Never mind, I have to focus. Let's get this message sent. Now, I need to tell them where I am. I'll tell them everything I know about this place and they should be able to figure out where it is. First, I know I'm in a building owned by Hihaku, a factory or a warehouse. As for the address, it should be close to... we are near Honjo, I'm pretty sure, right? That's right, my curse echo is the beckoning light. That means this place must be near Honjo Bridge. Okay, time to send it. I think this is how you do it. Alright. The same machine. If the machine I sent it to is connected, it should be sent. Now, I wait. Please, somebody. Alright. This is very fun. I actually really enjoy this. Jigama Mansion, reception room, fax machine. Oh, the phone is. Be my guest, you wouldn't want to keep them waiting. Thank you. I shouldn't be long. Hello, Shigema residence. Oh, it wasn't the phone. What's wrong? Ah, nothing. It was just the fax machine. I'm still not quite used to it. Oh, this is a fax machine? Amazing. This is how they look. This is incredible. Goodbye to snail mail, am I right? This is the future. Didn't think it would quite excite you so much. It's very funny, because I guess this is the point before they became really mainstream. And then now we're at a point where they're not common at all, except for in medical practices, which is what I'm used to. Which is why I know how to use a fax machine with no problem, because that's just everything I have to do is with a fax machine. Not so much anymore. You have secure mail, but it's usually fax machine is an easier way to get it through, especially to like bigger offices. It's kind of a pain, but... Uh-oh. Oh, something came out. Is it finished? I could watch this thing all day. Oh my god, he's literally a child. Huh? Put him in front of a shredder. What is this? It looks like it was written in pen, but... What's it say? What's it say? It sells help. I'm trapped in a Hihaku Soap's warehouse or factory near Honjo Bridge. Huh? Hihaku? Why would someone send me such a message? Am I being pranked? No, this is too fishy to be coincidence. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be put it past Hihaku to have someone locked it up if it's got anything to do with procuring the right. We should check it out. Hopefully we won't find anything so sinister. A Honjo Bridge. Sorry, I'll be taking a few breaks because I made some tea, so I'm drinking some good old-fashioned tea. Again, another cup of my favorite French breakfast. After looking around, I determined this abandoned factory is indeed Hihaku's. An abandoned factory near the Honjo Bridge. Everything lines up. So the person who faxed us for help is in there? Let's find out. If there's nothing, we should wrap up fast. But isn't the place locked? Don't underestimate me, ma'am. I can make short work of a simple lock like this. Oh my, you surely are something else. Please be careful then. Yippee! Okay, so not yet, but I did finish that part, so that's gonna be this here, probably. So next we're doing Manhunter. Let's do this! I love the girls. I love the girls. I love to hang out with the girls. Even though I really want to see Tetsuo interact with a Yaoi. So bad. So bad. It's so funny. Let's hang out with the girls, and then we can probably end, depending on how long these next sequences go, we can end with, Tetsuo dealing with Namagaki and, his daughter, who was, like, you know, who just isn't a great person. I know we're supposed to be finding that record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but I'm sure it would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of the Onmyoji Seimen Tsuchimikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. Hihaku Soaps. So, this is the Hihaku Soaps headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, our chairwoman high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at the company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk about her with? We can't just waltz in there and ask if she knows about the Yin Scroll out there somewhere. Or out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. This is a great... I love this. This ponytail throwing pose. Phenomenal. If I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh, yeah, there's the Yako I know. I love Yako. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tatsumi have let that Lenshima escape and everyone's scrambling to find him? Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. Oh, Mia, what about that one guy? That one Inspector Tatsumi checked with? I forget his name. Oh, right. Apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that I have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always that one who contacts me, and even then it's only with instructions. Well, then we're in a tight spot then. Has Mio been doing stuff like this all by herself, until now? It's so dangerous and there are so many unknowns. Must be tough for her. No wonder it'd be hard to make friends. Is something the matter? Nope, let's go for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we've managed to get this far. Hey, Mio, you know? Yeah? You might not look it, but you've got a bold side, even a little reckless. Huh, you think? I suppose things not going to plan is just a part of the life in this world. No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm the same way. Feel like we get along together, and maybe that's one reason why. Oh, yeah, thanks. They're so cute. They're so cute. Girls. We won't get anywhere just waiting around. Let's do the best we can working on our own. Okay. Now, shall we? Go inside. I did everything out here. Alright, let's give this a shot. Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe her private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. I don't think he would, but I mean, knowing you have cursed stone. Well, not anymore, but... Huh? What is it? That person coming this way. That bitch. What? That tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yumioka, over here. What? Oh. You're Gamyodo's manager, Mr. Yumioka. Yes? Good to see you again. Oh, so that was true. Miss Kurosuzu. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamyodo. Yumioka. He is the most suspicious man on Earth. He's been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. Was that the truth, or was it just like a really obscure lie? How have things been since we last met? If he just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she's been keeping at it. Cheating people? Miss Kurosuzu, I'm so glad to see you are doing well. I assure you we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back. A family overseeing a reliquary came out to us asking they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Sujin Gamyodo suddenly showed up. She said she had a premonition of something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Does she go by Gamyodo as well? That is so funny. Liars. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place anyway, but I didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamyodo's manager during the case. That's pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking into something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud and sent her away with a scolding. And honestly, Gamyodo didn't even have much of a spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. No wonder this man is so just being like, yeah. Yeah, the woman that you work for, big liar, and you're in on it. That's right, so she was one of those types then? Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. Okay, okay. But essentially, she's one of those fraudulent psychics that are so common nowadays. If you have no further business with me, then I will be on my way. Oh, before you go, Gamyodo seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of the Onmyoji named Seimin Tsuchimikado? I beg your pardon? Miss Kurosuzu, how do you? So you know about it. I see. If that's what you're looking for, then that means... Hold it! Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Huh? My new best friends. If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again.
Mayu Chozawa, what are you doing here?
Huh? Shozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me.
What do you know? We were just so happens to be in the business with Hihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us?
You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Hihaku? What's going on?
Bitch.
There's really no way you can refuse, though, is there?
You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Can you...
Richter, you're not gonna believe this. Oh, sure. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Haru just hanging out in the back. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You better just give in and come clean with everything you know. Ugh. The whole gang is here. Okay, so I am gonna start the client. She only was introduced as the investigator's client. She's cool. I feel like I wouldn't stand a chance between a full-grown woman like her. But Mia was amazing too, keeping her cool at a time like this. She must be used to dealing with adults by now. We're introduced briefly earlier, but this flashy-looking guy is a private investigator. I thought they were only like that in TV shows, but I guess they're pretty intense in real life too. She's Mayu Chozawa, the fiancée of Hajime Yoshimi, the police officer. I'll have to talk to her about Hitomi later. And this bitch. He's clearly shaken by all of this. Yeah. It feels like he's desperately racking his brain for a way to get out of this. It's almost hard to watch. He literally put himself in a situation. It's so funny. Can my controller work? My controller's being mean to me. Give me one sec. Come on, there we go. Alright, so let's just, Excuse me, are you new to all of this too? Oh, I guess I'm kind of just tagging along.
Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we?
Right. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gemyoto was connected with Hihaku, so I'd just like to ask. Was it Miss Yamamori for Hihaku who obtained the record of fates and passed it down to Araishi?
No, that was not the case.
Oh, my mistake. Was it Sudan Miyamoto's doing then?
No, it was not. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended the contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings.
Okay, so it was what I thought, that they weren't the ones that instigated this, but they are interested in what's found from it. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries?
I'll give you my word that we had no part in it. We just are causing other problems. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen to us at midnight last night. That is all.
Hey, there's no way that's true. Stop lying.
I must ask you to refrain from violence.
It would be so funny if he got beat up by a high school girl. Hold on, Yako. It's all right. The minute I learned that Gemyoto was none other than the Queen of Hihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha.
While it is somewhat shameful, if you require proof, then so be it.
What? So that talk about the supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has 0 spirit sense, but even Yako here has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had some considerably powerful spirit sense. If they were a Hihaku employee, then maybe they would have been the one. They should have been the one running things. Could you fucking imagine? Unremarkable man Shogo, Okie, who plays folk guitar as a hobby and wants a girlfriend. Yeah, is currently looking for a girlfriend?
My, to think Shogo Okie was so talented.
At any rate, Hihaku wasn't the mastermind behind the exposing of the record of fates to the world and the initiation of the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. Alright.
Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised.
A curse stone?
Thank you. I have to admit I'm surprised you are a man of your word.
But first I got some questions about the curse stones you already have.
What exactly do you want to know?
Earlier you said Hihaku had collected 6 curse stones already. 6?
I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. Why do you need to know that?
Because I don't trust, of course. If you really have collected them like you say, then you should have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right?
First, the Whispering Canal.
Good, and what else?
Mayu Trezawa there has the Beckoning Light.
Yep, you were the one I made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So don't think that counts as one of yours.
Good to know, anyway. Do continue. Next, there's the Ever-Burning Lantern, which we gave to Hideki Araishi.
So you consider that one of Hihaku's then, even though now it's with the police? Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others?
The others are... the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What?
And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. So you claim, how about it, mademoiselle?
That's wrong. Those 3 are with Inspector Tatsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong.
There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. Ugh. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I'd have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I promised. Meaning only the curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal, and inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man in Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act to your own employee, no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone.
What?
We plan to collect Shuldregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having the others collect the Shuldregs for us.
Is that so? That's everyone's idea. Everyone is planning on doing that.
Therefore, I myself have no Shuldregs in my possession.
Literally, like, the only people who are actually willing to collect Shuldregs was Shogo, which we did. Which is so funny. Like, he's just like, I'll commit murder, no problem. And Namagaki, but clearly he did it once and just didn't like doing it, so like he was collecting others. So literally only one person, and he gets off in the prologue. So
it was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to collect the curses.
What?
It is possible that Shogo Okie became to possess the Whispering Canal because of it. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead.
I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe that Hihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? In this case it was, unless Yoko is attached, but we have not seen her since the prologue, so I'm not sure.
That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. Is Yoko more involved in this than I thought? It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okie's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, or nor where it may be. No, could it really be? Then it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea in Fumichiko Nejima's head to get a cursed stone either? Nejima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Yaoi and Araishi. Interesting.
Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know where the location of the remaining cursed stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Sugaru?
Ooh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle.
I hope Richter becomes best friends with these high schoolers.
I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough to tell you about the cursed stones? I have nothing else to tell you.
I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones that killed Hajime Yoshimi?
No, we did not.
Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who?
That much? I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, He was killed by someone else before we could acquire it, which forced us to target you instead, Miss Chozawa.
And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh?
Indeed. Though I never thought you would escape.
Well, I took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now?
But...
And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection and the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well.
That's right. The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn about how to collect soul drinks.
I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Seimen Tsuchimakado's descendants are? Were you able to find some sort of information with Gemyoto's connections?
I can't reveal that.
Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gemyoto is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense?
Fine. I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Seimen Tsuchimakado's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi.
What? So that's why you went after Hajime.
However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole of which Michio also has.
And now, Tomi, I believe, is her name.
Yeah, Toby.
Yes. That's right. Did he say something about He did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript.
The location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. This information was split into two hidden pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation.
Ah, talismans! I see.
Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It is possible that he knew of the location of the others as well.
So that's why you questioned me about the things he inherited. That girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman.
Yes, Michio Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seimen Tsuchimikado.
What?
The talisman she carried was a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Chozawa's memories. However, Michio Shiraishi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. EY, so we began our investigation there.
But he already was dead then, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both the talismans... Yep, we'll know the location of this Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator?
What is it, mademoiselle?
Would you be willing to give up the cursed stone you have?
Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment.
And why is that?
Ah, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell both you and your friend from Hihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet, but it seems the cursed stones cannot be given to normal people.
Huh?
What? I actually tested it here with the madame here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone actually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as the curse stones appear to curse bearers of their own accord to begin with.
But Inspector Tatsumi has collected curse stones from other curse bearers.
Then Inspector Tatsumi must be a curse bearer himself.
Ah. So from what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse?
Exactly. So they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there was a curse bearer among them. Ugh. Damn it, Rishi, how could he not know this?
That must be why I sensed I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier.
That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tatsumi later.
If you know Inspector Tatsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. Fine. I'll let someone else ask you something for now.
Okay.
Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talisman for now, okay? Ah, right. No need for Yumioka to know. That was a close one. I almost let it slip. Okay. I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with all our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here.
But that information you have...
The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram! Ugh. She's so cool. That's our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone.
Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Tatsumi as promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka.
Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be freed from that troublesome curse ourselves.
I know they're not willing to give it away.
That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why?
I think they're up to something. My intuition, but still.
Yeah, I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all this. His goal is letting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad.
Oh, right. I got one of those curse stones, too, the beckoning light.
Oh, right. If you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tatsumi without using it?
Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like I keep carrying it around with me. I'll get some weird ideas, too.
I just remembered! Mayu, I have something important to tell you!
Whoa, what's with all this yelling all of a sudden?
You know a girl named Kitomi Okuda, don't you?
Really? Hitomi has Hajame's talisman?
Yeah, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help.
Is that so? I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean Hajime got killed by someone who was after the talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to take Hitomi for that.
I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman.
Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So you need the talisman for something?
Yeah!
Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime.
Please. I promise I'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them for you. Don't worry.
Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. The look that young people get that says that they'll do something, get something done, no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime, you hear?
We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on them, I'll give them a good one.
Now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two.
Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get the talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good where of the one that Michio had is. And we have to check with Inspector Tatsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him.
You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there.
Perfect. Yay.
Yippee! Okay. Alrighty. Manhunt! Having learned the location of Nejima's hideout from Michio, Tatsumi and Ario request backup for the HQ for Nejima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. What happened to, Yutaro? From HQ to our bureaus. Officers have discovered the residence of paroled offender Fumichika Nejima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to officers' arrival and is now at large in Suita City.
Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in their pursuit. Remain vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas. Former Yatsuda Gardens. Sorry, boss. I tracked down Mejuma's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there.
Not your fault. Should have known he would have been on the lookout for us. We've got officers all over town. It's only a matter of time before we bag him.
The rest of town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. That it is. Well, I guess there's gonna be something to notice later. Oh, I changed my shirt, boss. No need for a BO check.
The hell? Why would I be trying to sniff your pit stink?
Wait, isn't that not what you were doing? What?
Yeah? Dunno where you got that idea, but you could put it right back where it came from.
I'll get you in the mood for a good whiff someday, boss. I'll stake my career on it. What?
Hell no, not even for your career.
What? Huh? You sure eyeing me up, boss? So tell me, you got a thing for me?
No, nothing like that. Sorry, I shouldn't stare. Weird guy Yaoi.
So, boss, what are we doing here anyway?
I figured Nejima might show up.
Call it a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Remember that mugshot of Nejima we circulated? I think it was from when he got out on parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago.
Yeah, no idea how he kept up that weight on a prison diet.
That's a stroke of luck, though, isn't it? Means he'll be easy to spot.
There's something bothering me about that. I got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing.
Makes me wonder if we're looking in the wrong face. You mean he slimmed down? But it's only been half a year since he made parole. Could he really lost that much weight in 6 months?
He must have looked different enough so no one recognized him when he started working at Komagata High.
I mean, again, probably plastic surgery or something. That means the photo that we got is useless. Okay. It's only been a few minutes. Take a second to sit down. Hey, boss, break time. Break time. Break time. I like to think when we're in the POVs like this that we're just spinning around. Like, Jin is just watching Tetsuo spin around in circles. I'm gonna stop doing that. It's making me a little motion sick. Huh? Hey, boss. I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there.
You sure it ain't the wind? Hello, is anyone there?
Hey man, what's poppin'?
Well, I'll be damned. Hey, you, let me ask you something. And how can I help you two fine gents? Huh? Do I know you? I swear I've seen you somewhere before.
Afraid you ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old timer.
Playing hard to get, huh? My mistake. Old man Yaoi? Question mark? Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment to myself since I got the day off. I like it here. It's peaceful. We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after him. This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars.
You can say that again. Boss put in so many hours, even his wife and kids left him.
Enough, Ariel, that'll set him off. Sorry to hear that, sir, but if you glared at them like that, I can't say I blame them.
Oh, that's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like that.
You sure you haven't seen him?
No, sir. I don't know anyone like that, sir. But with a laugh like that, he must be bad to the bone. He's a nasty piece of work, all right, but maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, huh? Ario, call for backup. You mean that's him? That was like... You know what? They understand, like, the weird underlying sexual tension between serial killer and cop. I've watched Hannibal. Wait. I'll go after him, you get the backup. Okay, I'm on it. Although I guess in Hannibal it wasn't really a cop, but, you know... You get all sorts. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted near former Yatsudo Gardens and is fleeing toward Komagata Bridge. Ario, go the long way around. I'll trap him under the bridge. Got it. Give it up, Nejima. You're surrounded. There's no way out now. Oh, I know. We're really gonna pull that thing on little poor old me. When did the boys in blue get so trigger-happy around unarmed civilians? Unarmed my ass. We know that curse you're packing is capable of. But we also know you can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly. Can't do shit in daylight, huh? What do you think? I am. Just some third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way. Can black magic really do that? Like hell, he's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the West, and those curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses on the wild when sun was up, he wouldn't have given us until dusk.
Ooh, nice of you to take me at my word on that.
Now that Iwai's out of the picture, I'm shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like it won't take much for you to give up.
Careful now. I might just be desperate enough to try something.
And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. Bit of a wild card, huh? Folks are starting to gather. That's no surprise given the scene we're causing. But if Nejima's packing explosives, he won't need a curse to cause a bloodbath. These idiots need to get out of here, but they won't listen. Why do rubberneckers always have balls of steel? Like... Bro, you would hate the 21st century. All these people would have their cell phones out. Damn. His hands are starting to shake. Being face-to-face Nejima must be getting to him. I have every confidence he won't, but God. I hope he doesn't crack under the pressure and fire. Nejima looks like nothing at all like what I remember him. Did he really starve himself skinny just for this? Is he that hell-bent on revenge? Like, I feel like if it's 6 months and he lost track of him, then it's a real possibility that, he, got plastic surgery, because 6 months would be enough time. It's pretty extensive, but, you know. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but first you gotta put that thing away. I can't talk straight with a thing gun in my face. Fine! Ario, put that gun away. Alright. But I'm ready to tackle him if he makes any sudden moves. Be my guest. Thank you kindly. I can breathe a little easier now. You have the curse stone for the one-sided reed? Of course I do. Take a look. That's it, alright. Whoops. Better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. How did you find out about the curse stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? Well, we know that Hihaku told Iwai Iwai's connection with Araishi or Nejima. That puffed up teacher Araishi couldn't shut up about him.
He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. That still doesn't explain how you learn so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't so different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers. You're sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether that power is the real deal. And this curse is very real, as you well know. Hoax on you, Nejima. Don't you know the right one-sided read is fake dropped in with the rest? Oh, give it a rest. I've tested it. You used that thing on people, son of a bitch. When something this special falls into your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. I'm just as good at covering up my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. Well, let me guess, you're back to your old tricks, attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night? Ah, so you know about that. One of the brats picked a fight. Brought enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits. Sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off. No, I had it sorted way beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. You would have gotten the little bitch eventually, I just didn't have the time. Does he need the name? Because the version of events where Mio does die, Yaku tells him her name is Mia. But in the version where they don't die, she doesn't say the name. So maybe he needs a name before he can do anything? Which means, yeah, he would just need a phone book in order to, because, let's look, let's take a look. Persistently casing after, but he would know her. Why not? Because he won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. A few hundred. Yeah, now you're getting it. I could kill any one of them at any time. Then I guess we've got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse can kill people you can't even see? That seems a bit unfair. If you really can do that, why even bother showing up in person last night? I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I'd need to do cleanup after. The massacre you told me about on the phone, did you mean it? Every word, don't you worry, soon you'll have the great chase of a lifetime. Yeah, and how are you gonna pull that off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. But I'll give you one thing for free. I'll never have to wait till sunround. I just wanted to make sure you really hate me. I just wanted to make sure you really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More. Wow, toxic old man Yaoi. Needy son of a bitch, ain't ya? Oh, I'm not done yet. Just wait till you see what I've got in store about what you really care about. This should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about with your sorry ass getting in her hair. Now that's more like it. There's the face I wanted to see. Yeah, there's the stuff. I'm a man of my word, as you're about to find out. You seriously got your curse locked into several hundred people? That's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure aren't made equal. And sure, of course you've got a nasty one of all the shitty luck. I'm told I pulled a good one. Told by who? Whoops, I said too much. Wahaha. I like to think he laughs like Waluigi. I knew it. Someone fed you this info. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. What's it been, Nejima? 20 years you've been studying black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for the Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey now, black magic you screwed me over first. I can't blame a man for going with a girl who can meet his needs. Screwed you over because your resurrection ritual didn't work? Was that the real point of these murders, wasn't it? Must have been rough pulling all that work in for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after.
Now you're trying to go with the Rite of Resurrection and take that chance, spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Nejima. Who is it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you've spent 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, ain't it? You had a partner, and you thought you needed never, even though you never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. But then she died. Maybe she got sick. Maybe she got into an accident. But either way, she would have left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Nejima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself how many folks are pinning on their hopes on this Rite of Resurrection. And I can tell you this ain't natural and ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to deal with the pain, then... Wah! God, you're so fucking stupid. Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. What? Damn it. For a second there, I really thought you were gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as she could be. She knows what she went by, though I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. I don't know where she came from either. She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sure seemed like one to me. But then, she got sick, and just like that, she was gone. My guess it was the pollution. I never got to know for sure. Couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Until I found a grimoire in an old bookstore. A grimoire, huh? Told of a resurrection ritual, black magic could bring Shino back. So I was right. Not exactly. See, you said the ritual didn't work. You said it yourself, black magic screwed you over. Oh, it screwed me all right. But it worked just fine. What's that supposed to mean? The ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they died, of course. It's more like reincarnation, rebirth. Rebirth? Wait. Oh no, oh hell no. You mean that baby? Damn right, the resurrection breeder brought Shino back to me as a fucking baby. That's so funny. You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me this wasn't her kid, it was her in the flesh? Hell I am! That little brat was not my Shino. Her mind was gone. She was totally helpless. She didn't know who I was because she was a baby. Her warm arms, her gentle voice, gone. There wasn't a damn thing left of her. The hell do you expect? She was a baby! If you really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. Fuck that! I snatched sacrifices off the street for her. I chopped them to pieces for her. And that's what I get, a fucking baby? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss? That wasn't my Shino. Give her back my softness. Give me back her worth. Give her back to me. So you left the baby to die? I knew you were scum, but you're the lowest of the low. Look at me in the eye and tell me your wife turned into a baby you love her all the same. Well, we divorced. How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure it was really her? Yeah, I get that you're human garbage, but who doesn't care about anyone but himself? Now you've got the Rite of Resurrection and hopes you'll get luckier this time? Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works. There's proof. And what happens when you get the same results? If your Shino comes back as a baby again? Ugh. Shut up! Don't you put that lie into my head. It'll work this time. It has to. Okay, let's see. Alright, Fumichika first began believing in miracles when he was voluntarily listed as a World War II as a teenager, and it was the only POW in his unit to survive. God, he was a nationalist. He was a piece of shit in every way, wow. By the time the war ended, he was freed and learned some English and gained considerable weight from the food he was given in captivity. After all, Americans gave him burgers, so, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you guys. Anyway, upon returning to Japan, Fumichika found that the area in which his parents' house located in Tokyo had been burnt to the ground and his entire family wiped out in the disaster. Starting over from nothing, he worked hard and eventually opened a small general store near Sumida River. Though it was not a thriving business, it was enough to put food on the table. Fumichika was inspired by the new cultural trends flooding into the city as Tokyo was rebuilt from the ashes. He was especially fond of books and enjoyed visiting antique bookstores in Kanda in search for rare foreign books in his free time. Of all the books, however, it was those on the paranormal and the occult that caught his eye. As he was already open to the existence of such things due to his miraculous return from the war. Boop, boop, boop. What initially was a passing interest gradually became a deep fascination as Western black magic gathered for more information on the subject. Still single after 30, Fumichika tried performing a black magic ritual to summon a partner. Soon after, he met a woman named her name just called herself Shino, though her real name remains unknown. Shino had left her hometown in the countryside, where she had no family to work or support her, and somehow made it to Tokyo while earning a meager daily wage. When she met Fumichika, she was a haggard on the verge of starvation. Fumichika, who had a connection with Shino due to the ritual, decided to take her to his home and let her live there. Both of them had lived alone for most of their lives, and the two turned out to be a perfect match. Shino gradually recovered, but it was still not strong enough to work. Fumichika was by no means a skilled businessman, and their lives were far from financially secure. But Shino, who had experienced wartime Japan, was simply content to have food on the table to eat every day. The two of them spent their days together, poor but happy to be themselves to be by each other's sides. Several years later, Shino's condition took a severe turn for the worse. The local doctor could offer them no help, and without enough money to take Shino to a major hospital, Fumichika resorted to using black magic to heal her. However, it was of no use, and she passed away in their home. Her final words were, "I'm so sorry I must go first, but I'll leave the rest to you." Fumichika plunged into intense despair. He drank and ate everything he could to distract himself, which caused him to rapidly gain weight. After a while, when he finally was able to walk around town once more, he found himself drawn to an antique bookstore, which within it had found a grimoire that he had never laid eyes on before. The grimoire contained detailed instructions on how to perform the resurrection through black magic. The rite required the dismemberment and sacrifice of a young woman, but this great cost only served to convince Fumichika that this would be the spell that would finally work. He embraced the grimoire and let its depictions of black magic consume his heart more than ever before. Fumichika then found a destitute woman in town who was on the verge of collapse, brought her to the basement in the warehouse, and performed the ritual sacrifice. However, it had no effect. Thinking it was his own hesitation that got in the way, he was swift to perform the ritual again, but it still proved fruitless. He repeated this process 4 times in total. Each time he dismembered the body into small pieces and dumped them into the filthy Sumida River, where they were never found. While cleaning up after his 4th kill, a disappointed Fumichika noticed an emaciated baby nearby. Could it have been Shino? Wow. They were just like, you know what? We're gonna make him. He voluntarily decided to enlist during World War II in Japan, and then on top of that, like a fatphobia type of thing. Not great. Not great. Like he is like, I think Mia is a bit on like the larger side. Thankfully, she's cool, but like he is clearly meant to be like fat, like the way his like neck rolls kind of look, and so that sucks. You know, that sucks. Like I'm not gonna get into it because you all know, but that sucks. Honestly, fat people aren't inherently evil. I don't know. It's kind of weird for like the really only like explicit. Well, he's no longer fat now, but like the only explicitly like fat character to be a serial killer, to be a nationalist, to be a piece of shit. I don't know, you know. At least he's not like pros and cons. At least he's not still fat, so it's not like there's like an active fat character on screen for us to be able to ridicule. But still, I don't know. Still, not great. Not great. Not the worst it could be, thank God. But the bar is really low. The bar is really low. I knew it. Doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. So why is that why you gave your grimoire to Yaoi?
I figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. Fine then, keep your mouth shut. But I do know one thing. About being able to use your curse during the day. It's bullshit. Just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back is to the wall and you still haven't used your curse, and also I have a curse stone and I know. If you really could pull the plug at any time, you would have done it by now. Now there's the Tatsumi I know. Sorry. Now there's the Tatsumi I know. Fine, I admit it. It's exactly as you said. If I could have used my curse, I would have. So I did. Huh? There should be a few new curses around the city right now. I'm sure you would be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city. This is a ploy. You know better, Tatsumi. Hey, Ario. Yeah, that's right. Get to earning that paycheck. If you don't see it soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. However, will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. That's blood on your hands. Bullshit, you're bluffing. Is that what you think? You'll see soon enough. They're combing the town for casualties now, but it's gonna take a while. Ooh, sounds like you better get to work. Alright, hope he knows cools down. Alright, let's hope he cools down now that he's lowered his gun. No sudden moves now. I bet the same thing's going through Ario's head right now. Think. Oh no, that's the wrong button. No way he's used his curse. He's gotta be blowing smoke up our asses. But if he's not, what's his game here? Is he just stalling for time, or does he have some way to turn the tables? Huh, what the? Whoa, back up, back up, back up. The hell's she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. This is bad, really bad. Why'd you have to pick now of all times? Get damn it, out of here, damn it, before he sees you. But I need to ask her about Namigaki. Shit. Boss, what are you doing looking all over the place? Focus. Huh? Damn it. Fuck, he's fast. Ayame, get away. Ah. Well, Ayame Tono, been looking for you for a long time. Huh? What? Dad? Ayame, don't you dare. You bastard, get away from her. Get over here. Ah! Get off, you're hurting me. Stay right where you are or she dies. Hey, get back here. Make me see you around, you dumb fucks. Whoa! That piece of shit took Ayame hostage and ran off with her. After him. We can't let him get away. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has evaded capture at Komagata Bridge and remains at large. He's currently on the run with one female hostage. I gotta say, boss, we really screwed that one up. Yeah, we did. It's all my fault. All we gotta know hope is now he doesn't slip the net. We know his identity yet, boss. He can't run forever. Come on, keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostage will be alright. I hope so. I can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that? Yeah. You've been trying to get a hold of her since this morning and she just shows up there? Who would have thought? What a twist of fate. Yeah, a bit too twisted of a twist for my liking. I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. Does that mean she was the one in the car with Namagaki? No, we don't know that yet. Unfortunately, we know that. I'm sorry, we know that. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. You sound tired, boss. The stand-up must have really done a number on you. Plus, knowing that your daughter might have assisted in, like, a vehicular manslaughter. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumame. That'll put a spring in your step. Yeah, that sounds good. His face just lit up. Some sugar might be what I need to get my brain working. Hold on, boss. Just sounds like Patrol's just got a message. I'll go check it out. Sure thing. Please be good news. Please be good news.
Good news, boss. They found Nejima. No shit. What about the hostage? Dunno. They just said to come quick. Queen. Damn. I guess we'll find out when we get there. At 4:28 p.m., Fumichika Nejima, also known as Makoto Ashimiya, was discovered in the former Yatsuda Gardens, beaten to death. Question. Well, there's no way it could have run during the daytime, but if she has the Taiku of Sugaru, if Seimen was attached to the Taiku of Sugaru, then it is possible that one might be able to be used during the daytime. Body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma. That has to be a curse. The deceased possessions have not only been removed, have not been recovered, and appear to have been taken post-mortem. The location of the deceased female hostage remains unclear. Police continue to pursue her as a person of interest. Ugh. Well, there's still more we can get out of that. But I'll do that next time. Ugh. Ugh. Yummy. What we doing, girl? What we doing? Guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so that's it for today's episode of Paranormasight. This episode was pretty funny, actually. Like, sure, it ends in death, but I think a lot of the characters interacting with one another is very funny. So yeah, so we'll continue next time. We'll see if maybe there's just like a second ending where Ario shoots Nejima or something. Wouldn't be surprising if that were the case. So, well, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.